What's going on? Among UsERA here. Welcome to the video, and today I wanted to answer your questions about my treasure map run. And yeah, some of you asked me, how did you reach 600 NAF levels with European loading time, or how much sleep you had, and my teams, how they looked like, and everything else. So yeah, I will answer them as best as possible, because also my English is not really that good. I can't explain that in the best sense or something like that. So I try it. Alright, yeah, to the plan. I use this strat NAF stacking. It's called NAF stacking. And many JP players using also that strat. And it's a strategy to save up time for later NAF levels. So what you are doing, you will skip the intrusion fight, and that means you will save up like 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes every NAF level, and that will add it up for later on. And you need the time on early NAF levels to use the time for later on for higher NAF levels, because the point growth is completely different. For example, from NAF 101 to 100 compared to NAF 500 to 600. It's just an example. Yeah. So you skip the intrusion fight when he's coming, or when you encounter him. Just say, no bro, not today. You keep going to the base station to fight against the mini bosses and so on. So yeah, that's basically what I did. I skipped all the time the invasion fight till NAF 200 something ish, and then I played normal. The thing is, people said, yeah, Among going wild. Some of them had also the information that I want to aim 600 NAF levels. Close friends from Assault Force, my team. And yeah, I was like, okay, relax. I will do it, relax, huh? And then on day 2 or something like that, they talked like, yeah, hey, where's Among? Maybe he's busy, I don't know. Some of them were like, I'm not sure if he's the old Among, I would say. And I was like, relax, guys. In my head, of course. I will do it. Don't worry, huh? Because I recognized the players played all the time with Nami friend captain, and I recognized really early on. Alright, she's really slow, because at NAF 140, that was my last run with her as a friend captain. I was like, okay, that makes no sense to use her even further, because my main goal was not to be first place. My main goal was to obtain or to achieve the 600 NAF levels with European global time. And yeah, that was a really disgusting target, I would say. I mean, I know there are some loading times, like I think from Australia they have also a great loading time, JP of course, and the Koreans. If I would play with that loading time, of course, I can afford to play with Nami a little bit longer, and yeah, like 30 to 40 NAF levels more. So I would be at NAF 650 in the end, but that's another story. The main story. So I realized, okay, I need to stop it with her. I mean, I will get also really less points because of skipping the evasion one. That means also I will get not the 1.5 extra points. So that was a little bit point where I talked, maybe it's kind of difficult, but one mate from me calculated everything and said, yeah, don't worry, just keep your grind like you playing, and that's all good. And you need the support from people to watch about the ranking, take a look how the point growth is, if, for example, if they are also stacking, if he's gets like 500k points, and another one like 1.5 million, for example. Yeah, so you need those type of guys or teammates to check a little bit the ranking, to let you know what's going on there. And yeah, because you don't have really much time for other things like checking out the ranking all the time. I mean, I'm the type of guy that's doing it a little bit too much, because it's like a motivation for me. But yeah, that's another story. Yes. So what I did, I skipped at first 200 ish NAF levels, and then it was like day 2.5. I was already at place 2 or 3 or something like that, or 4, sometimes 6, 8, because of some mini breaks, power napping, and everything else. By the way, I slept like 6 hours. My gameplay was 95 hours. So yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's doable. I'm pretty sure people can do it also, some people, but the hardest thing really was not the stacking. That's a joke. It's just skipping, keep playing like you always play. The only disadvantage about skipping is on a NAF level run, you will have not the 1.5 extra attack, or for the attack boost for your crew. So I had at a specific point one thing that was annoying for me, but I will talk about it later on. Yes. So let me rethink. Yeah, the hard thing is to keep the patient all the time. Yeah, to keep the under 11 minutes or something like that, to clear the 600 NAF levels. That's really hard, with especially with decent loading time. Not bad, but decent loading time. You really need a great loading time to have a little bit more time saved up for later on. So it was kinda hard, I must say. Not kinda, it was disgusting hard to keep the patience. And some of you also recognized, yeah, he's a little bit slower, he's getting slower. Yeah, of course I'm getting slower with when I aim 600 NAF with that loading time. And yeah, there are some hours I'm like 30 seconds to 1 minute slower. Yeah, but then next one I'm way faster because of the concentration of the willpower and everything else. Yeah, that's really not that easy, I must say. That was really a pain, man. Sometimes I was frustrated and not wanted to give up. But I lost a little bit hope sometimes. Yeah, but in the end, I was like, or at NAF 400, it was the point where I said to me, okay, there's no turning back, and I want to end this now. So I decided to stay really calm, to do my NAF levels, and not to play that aggressive and really fast, because if you do it for a longer time, you will be really fast slower, and you will lose your concentration and everything else, and you will do mistakes, you will fail your NAF level and everything else. If I failed one NAF level, I wanted to be 100% sure I will keep the 2 NAF levels, and I jammed for them. Overall, I lost like 5 times. So yeah, I lost maybe 50 to 60 jams, I would say, with 3 fights. Sometimes I lost against the boss fight, and that's really a pain in the ass. If you lose against the boss fight, the last boss, then I was like, no. I would recommend to lose like 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes maximum, instead of losing 20 minutes. So I was like, no, I don't care. I just want to reach that NAF level, and yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. The thing is, I realized also really fast that some players also used nav stacking, but I think they didn't use it at the start of the quest or at the start of the treasure map. Because I've seen, I say now a name, it's Wanted, some of you know him. It's, yeah, a France guy, I think he's French. Also grinds a lot or is really active when he's grinding. And I thought at first, okay, he's coming. He should be also really high, nav level wise, on that specific point. But then I realized really quickly and calculated everything. Okay, he gets just like 300k points. That's just an example. And I'm getting like 500k points. So that means with stacking, of course, for sure I'm a lot more nav levels higher. So that's, yeah, that's not that tragic. I just wanted to make sure that I want to save up all the nav levels for later on to regain my lost points from the beginning back. And that was easily at nav 500. And yeah, so that's why I was so fast. My average clear time was like 950 to 10 minutes and 20 seconds at higher nav levels, 400 to 600. Before that, my clear time was like 8 to 9 minutes. And with stacking, my clear time was like 7 minutes every time. My best one was close to 6 minutes and 25 seconds. That one run was like perfect. All fives or perfect roll rotation, perfect window skipping, everything else. But usually 7 minutes with skipping. 7 minutes and a couple of seconds. And yeah. So I stacked 200-ish nav levels, then I played normal again. And now here comes the point, what I mean with the 1.5 extra crew boost. That was because of my team. Yeah, here first of all my team again, or my teams again. Here against Apu, I played at first the Dofi one because of the special bind. And with Big Mom support. Well, 1 second. Let me think. Dofi. That's another team, but I used Dofi as a leader. And later on, Blackbeard. Why Dofi? Dofi at first for 50 or 60 nav levels to save up just 1 to 2 minutes time for later on for minor mistakes, and those mini seconds or just 2 minutes, they are necessary. For example, if you miss like doing 2 mistakes or something like that, then those seconds will save up the time again. So that's why I decided to use Luffy at first to have a little bit more backup for, like I said, minor mistakes. And yeah, Luffy with the special bind captain ability to get rid of them 10 turns, I think. And yeah, that's what just faster compared to that team with Street Commander support on Big Mom. And yeah, so at nav 60 I used the Blackbeard team to chase just Apu away till nav 250, or no, not 250, it was 220, right? And then I played normal with the Treasure Map Sanji team, also like in the video showcase that's in the description. Here Boar optimal, it was really the perfect team, I would say. Also the second guy from the JP version used that team. And yeah, so that team is really nice because of the Aokiji to extend the duration from Treasure Map Sanji by 1 turn. That means you have on the final stage attack and opus already activated without using any special. So that will save up a lot of time, like, I don't know, 5 or a couple seconds, and that will add up over the time. over 100 nerf level, over 200 nerf level, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So that's why I used Treasure Map Sanji here, more for special bind and attack down and chain lock and everything else. Really amazing sailor for that treasure map mini boss. Shirashi just there with a sailor ability to get at the start of the quest rainbow orbs or matching orbs. So yeah, I just need to activate one special in the final boss stage and that's my team. Second team, that's the point what I meant with the 1.5 crew boost. I was kind of frustrated during stacking because I was not sure how long the team will work. I talked at first like nerf 300, maximum 350, because I already have seen or recognized, okay, the damage could be really close, and for 600 it's not working. So I calculated everything again, and I was like, okay, with Roger's crit, the 10% extra damage will do a lot of damage for sure. He came out in clutch, by the way. But then I forgot. Wait! I forgot the 1.5 crew boost on top when I play normal without stacking. So I recalculated it, and that team worked till 620 theoretical, and I was like, oh my gosh. One problem, one big, not that big problem, but it was a problem that was kind of annoying, was away. And that was, it was great for me because I was really annoyed from that. And the thing is, later on, you can't change your teams like, oh no, I want this support on that character. You need to set up all your teams at the start of the treasure map if you want to rank 1. Because of the treasure map bug. There's a bug, but I will explain it on another time. I will explain it easily on another time. It's just if you power up your units, or you want to change units or supports, you will get kicked out by the bug and you can't log in till the second bypass you. So yeah, that's really horseshit. That's why I decided to talk with my teammates 1 week ago before the treasure map starts, and to build teams that are like saved up for till the end of the nerf level goal. So yeah, I was like, okay, we need to rethink really much, a lot, and needed to be sure, okay, that team will work guaranteed till the end. And that was one team where I was not really sure about it, and yeah, but it worked out. I'm really glad, and yes, keep going. Hawkins, that's that team. Easy 2-tap just Opera and either Odin or Denjiro Kinemon. Depends what color the Hawkins has because of the color change ability or mechanic. It's a terrible mechanic. Yeah, sorry guys, I need to do something quickly, something important. So just let's just keep going. Yeah, like I said, it worked out with that team, and yeah, I was glad. So next team against Hawkins, Odin lead, easy 2-tap Opera or Ida, Odin, Kinemon, Denjiro. So next team, Big Mom. The thing is, Big Mom had I think 1.5 million starting HP at level 1, and that's huge for a mini boss. So at first I played with Croc to get the color affinity for driven units. Just my captains are driven units and with type advantage. So yeah, I decided to play at first Croc and then special with Akainu and Katakuri. Damage output is more than enough with Akainu's chain bounding, orb boost, attack boost, because of the orb boost is already activated from Katakuri attack boost and the base attack boost. And yeah, color affinity, like I said, from Croc. I played just 5 nerf levels or something like that with Pedro, the free-to-play Strange Pedro, because he removes all the debuffs like the Despair, or I think Attack Down was also there, and Death Up or something like that. But he was so slow, and I was annoyed from that. If you see it like 600 times, then yeah, you get more headache than you have already. So I decided to play with Croc as a sailor, because the special cooldown animation is way slower compared to Pedro, and yeah, that's why I decided to play with him. And also to get the color affinity on lower nerf levels, so I don't need to activate more specials on the early nerfs. Along was just there for the cooldown for your crew with the special and for wave clearing. But you can see it also in the video and the playthrough that I will send, or yeah, it's posted in the video description. So early nerf levels, Croc versus Arcano and Katakuri. For later on, like nerf 500 onwards. Your Kaido crew for the 2.5 color affinity, if 5 power units or more are in the crew. And yeah, just to have type advantage with 3 units instead of 2. Yeah, even with the support Mr. 3 on Croc, that variation was a little bit faster, like 2 seconds compared to the Pedro variation. Yeah, because of the cooldown special animation. Yeah, animation. That's why I played with Croc. And yes, yeah, those are my teams. I showed them all. The boss and invasion one are just booster units, or the recommended units. I played with Vivi support also because I needed to activate both specials from the Frankies on the pre-stage against King, because the damage output was really tight, and yeah, that can be really annoying. For example, also if you want to stack, you have lower attack boost because of the missing 1.5 extra crew boost by skipping the invasion. So that was a little bit annoying, and that's why I decided to play with Brook and Vivi support color affinity for the final stage. Yeah. So, quick ranking check. Yeah, it was the case, like I said, closer at the beginning, or in the beginning from the video, that people talked, okay, Among is slacking, I don't know. And I think they talked like, oh, okay, he's really slacking, or I don't know what he's doing. But I realized or recognized they just played the pace all the time. They just play normal, every run, and try to climb up a high with nerf levels. But I was at this point already on day 2 or something in the top 5. And end of day 2, beginning of day 3, I was sure I will have it in my pocket, as also not the 600 nerf list, but the win, for example, the first place. Because if I will start with normal gameplay, I would gain way more points compared to the second guy, for example, and I was at this point at 120 more nerf levels. And I know the second guy, A and O, they got also inflicted with the judgment bug for like 3-4 times, so they lost maybe 40 nerf levels. Even though if they would able to play normal, they would gain 40 more nerf levels for sure, but I will still had like 80 nerf levels more than them compared to them. So yeah, at this point I was pretty sure I will take it home. And on day 3 onwards, I was in that moment where every minute was really important, or every second, because I calculated everything and found out that nerf level 600 is still possible or doable, but really hard still to achieve, because I need to had the patient, or kind of good patient, for sure not the top pace, sorry, compared to the start of the treasure map, but I needed to stay still kind of decent the whole time, or almost the whole time. So just tried to do it even with really less sleep, and it was really disgusting, annoying hard to keep the pace and the concentration. My head was so pumping, and it was crazy, man. It was really hard, but yeah, in the end I achieved it, and it was, I was so glad in the end that I achieved my goal, and so that's how it is. Top 10 discipline. Big no. Is probably doing carb challenge, I don't know. And quickly to my nutrition schedule. I prepared some meals, but most of the time I just ate like rice cakes and long-lasting carbs to have every time energy left for the runs. And I drank like 8-liter waters or something like that, plus 1 liter tea each day, to stay all the time hydrated, because that's really important for your brain, and for in general for your body. It's like a benzene, or how's it called in English, guys? I'm not sure. Or oil, like for your car. Similar like that. If you don't have it, your car is not working. And I'm at this point the car. And so like carbs, self-made meal prepared meals, and that's basically it. The tea was a specialty. It was Turkish chai, and it's really strong one with a lot of caffeine. And the thing is, you need to take care of those kind of drink or coffee or whatever, because too much caffeine, it's not really healthy for your heart. So you need to take care of that. You need to know your body perfect. And I know my body almost perfect, because I also did in the past a lot of bodybuilding, also on the high ground. And I tracked like basically everything, like my macros, micros, salt, and how much salt I need to take every day. And it was pretty sure, or I know how my limit was with my body, how much hours I want it was possible to train, and everything else, or how much I can stay up and stuff like that, for especially unhealthy things. So I know my body, and I was pretty sure I can do it, but it was just a matter of the to keep the pace, and everything else, how the competition is and stuff like that. All right. Guys, that's basically it. If you have still questions left, you can write them in the comment section. Up to you. I try to answer them, and we are finished here. I wish you also a happy Easter, and we see us. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Peace.